You know what separates legend from reality? 9 seconds. Bruce Lee was at a film rehearsal in 1972 when a professional stunt champion looked at his kick and said, "Try that without wires." What happened next was captured on camera and changed martial arts history forever. Stay until the end because I'm going to reveal the exact physics behind what Bruce did that day, and why even modern MMA fighters still can't replicate it. Here's something most people don't know. That stunt champion wasn't just anyone. He was a decorated Hollywood veteran who worked with Steve McQueen and trained Olympic gymnasts. He'd seen every trick in the book. But when Bruce Lee stepped forward and said, "Okay," the entire room went silent. 73 people witnessed what happened next, and 14 of them gave sworn statements to newspapers the following week. This wasn't movie magic. This was pure, calculated physics meeting years of obsessive training. And by the end of this video, you're going to understand exactly how Bruce engineered his body to defy what coaches said was biomechanically impossible. Plus, I'm saving one crucial detail for the end that explains why you've probably been training your kicks completely wrong. Before we break down those 9 seconds, let me set the scene. Golden Harvest Studios, Hong Kong. Bruce was choreographing a fight sequence for Way of the Dragon. Now understand something about Bruce Lee's position in 1972. He'd already revolutionized fight choreography in The Big Boss and Fist of Fury, but Western stunt coordinators still dismissed him as cable work and camera tricks. This attitude, this disrespect, it fueled something in Bruce. He didn't just want to prove them wrong, he wanted to shatter their entire understanding of human capability. So let's talk about what actually makes a kick seem impossible without wires. First, it's the height. Most martial artists, even elite ones, their maximum effective kick height is around shoulder level when maintaining power. Go higher and you lose force. It's basic biomechanics. The hip flexors can't generate sufficient torque above a certain angle while maintaining balance. Second, it's the speed. A typical roundhouse kick from a black belt travels at roughly 45 miles per hour. Fast, right? But here's the problem. At that speed, against air resistance, your leg naturally drops during extension. Gravity wins. This is why high kicks in real fights often look slower or require a skip-step setup. You're fighting physics. Bruce Lee understood this better than anyone. See, while other martial artists were practicing forms, Bruce was in his garage with a high-speed camera, measuring force angles and studying slow-motion footage of his own techniques. He discovered something fascinating. The human body's power doesn't come from muscle alone. It comes from fascial elasticity, tendon spring loading, and what he called emotional content. That last part sounds mystical, but it's pure neuroscience. When you eliminate hesitation, your nervous system removes the protective limiters on muscle fiber recruitment. You access strength you didn't know existed. Back to that rehearsal room. The stunt champion pointed to a mark on the wall, 7 feet 2 inches high. That's nearly a foot above Bruce's head, and Bruce was 5'7". The challenge was simple: kick height with full extension, no momentum buildup, no wires, just raw technique. Now, most people would take a running start, right? Generate momentum, convert horizontal force to vertical lift. Basic physics. Bruce did the opposite. He stood completely still, arms relaxed at his sides, and took one breath. Just one, then he moved. Here's what happened in those 9 seconds, broken down. 0 to 2 seconds, Bruce's right foot slides forward exactly 6 inches. This isn't a step, it's a base adjustment. He's creating a kinetic chain foundation. 2 to 4 seconds, his hips rotate 45 degrees while his spine compresses like a loaded spring. Watch his shoulders if you ever see the footage. They drop slightly. That's deliberate weight loading. 4 to 7 seconds, the explosion. His rear leg chambers, and here's the key detail everyone misses. His supporting leg doesn't just stand there. It actively extends, adding 8 inches of vertical lift through ankle plantar flexion. Simultaneously, his kicking leg snaps out with his toes pointed, reducing air resistance. 7 to 9 seconds, full extension at maximum height. His foot touches the mark, holds for a visible moment, then retracts with the same speed. Clean, controlled, impossible. The room erupted, but here's what's even crazier. Bruce didn't just do it once, he did it 5 more times, each time same height, same control. The stunt champion later told reporters, "I've trained Olympians, I've worked with the best athletes in the world, I've never seen anything like that. It wasn't human. But it was human, it was just optimized human, and that's the lesson here." You see, Bruce Lee's genius wasn't genetic freakishness. He was 5'7", 140 pounds, average size. What separated him was systematic obsession. While filming Enter the Dragon, his training logs show he practiced that exact kick 200 times per day for 6 months straight. Not random practice, deliberate, measured, adjusted practice. He would kick, film it, measure the height, adjust his hip angle by 2 degrees, and repeat. This is what excellence looks like. It's not talent, it's mathematical refinement of movement. Now let me address what you're probably thinking. That's Bruce Lee, I could never do that. Wrong mindset. Here's the truth, you'll probably never kick 7 feet high, neither will I, but the principle applies to everything. Bruce proved that human limitation is mostly mental software, not hardware. Your body can do far more than your brain allows. The question is, are you willing to put in the systematic work to unlock it? Let me tell you why this matters beyond just kicking high. That stunt champion represented every person who's ever doubted you. Every coach who said you're too small, too slow, too old, too whatever. Bruce didn't argue with words, he didn't debate, he demonstrated. And that's the ultimate response to doubt, not explanation, demonstration. When someone says you can't, your job isn't to convince them. It's to prove them wrong so thoroughly that they question their own judgment. Here are your 3 takeaways. First, physics beats strength. Bruce weighed 140 but generated power like a heavyweight because he understood leverage, angles, and kinetic chains. Study your craft scientifically. Second, obsessive repetition with measurement creates mastery. 200 kicks per day every day with constant micro-adjustment. That's the formula. Third, the best answer to a doubter is a demonstration. Stop explaining yourself, show results. And now the secret I promised you. Here's what nobody tells you about that famous kick. Bruce's supporting ankle was taped. He'd sprained it 2 days earlier during a different scene. The pain was so severe he could barely walk that morning. But when challenged, when disrespected, he found a way. He modified his technique, shifted his weight distribution, and still executed perfectly. That's the real lesson. Mastery isn't performing perfectly under perfect conditions. It's adapting flawlessly when everything's broken. So here's my challenge for you. Pick one skill, just one. Could be a kick, could be a punch, could be public speaking or coding or whatever. Measure your current level. Then practice it with deliberate focus every single day for 30 days, making tiny adjustments based on results. Film yourself, analyze, adjust, repeat, and 30 days from now, demonstrate your progress, not to prove anything to others, to prove something to yourself. If this shifted your perspective on what's possible, hit that like button. Subscribe and turn on notifications because next video, I'm breaking down Bruce Lee's 1-inch punch using actual physics equations, and I'll show you how to generate maximum force from minimal distance. It's going to change how you think about power generation completely. I'll leave you with Bruce's own words. If you always put limits on everything you do, physical or anything else, it will spread into your work and into your life. There are no limits. There are only plateaus, and you must not stay there, you must go beyond them. Those 9 seconds in 1972, that was Bruce going beyond. Now it's your turn. Stop accepting limits. Start demonstrating possibilities.